Strength for the weary. Feeling drained? We've all been there, physically, emotionally, spiritually exhausted. Maybe life's demands have left you running on empty. Maybe the weight of your struggles feels impossible to carry. But here's the good news. You don't have to do it alone. There is a source of strength that never runs dry, and it's available to you today. Let me share where you can find it. 1. The promise of strength. Isaiah 40 verse 31 offers us this incredible assurance. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. This verse doesn't promise that we won't face weariness, but it does promise that God will give us strength to rise above it. Think of an eagle. When storms come, eagles don't fight the wind. They ride the currents and soar higher. In the same way, when we place our hope in God, He lifts us above the storms of life, giving us strength to keep going. 2. The reality of weariness. Life is full of moments that drain us. Physical exhaustion, long days, sleepless nights, or health struggles can leave us feeling depleted. Emotional weariness, broken relationships, unfulfilled dreams, or constant worry weigh heavily on our hearts. Spiritual fatigue, doubt, unanswered prayers, or feeling distant from God can leave us feeling lost. Where in your life are you feeling the most weary right now? Is it your body, your emotions, or your spirit? 3. Finding renewal in God. The key to overcoming weariness lies in the phrase, hope in the Lord. What does this mean in practical terms? Trust in His timing. Sometimes we feel weary because we're waiting for something, a breakthrough, a solution, or a promise fulfilled. Trusting God means believing that His timing is perfect, even when we don't understand it. Rely on His strength. Psalm 73 verse 26 reminds us, "My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." When we admit our weakness, God's strength becomes our source. Spend time in His presence. Prayer, worship, and meditating on His Word are essential for renewal. Matthew 11 verses 28 to 30 invites us to come to Jesus when we're weary and burdened, promising rest for our souls. Imagine trying to fill a car with gas by driving to every station but never stopping to refuel. Eventually, you'll run out of fuel. In the same way, we need to pause and refuel spiritually by spending time with God. 4. Strength for every season. God's strength is sufficient for whatever season you're in. In the waiting, when answers seem delayed, God strengthens us to persevere. In the struggle, when battles seem unending, God equips us to endure. In the triumph, even in moments of victory, God's strength keeps us grounded and focused on Him. How would your life look different if you fully relied on God's strength instead of your own? 5. Living out God's strength. How do we experience God's renewing strength daily? 1. Surrender your burdens. Lay down what's weighing you down. As 1 Peter 5 verse 7 says, "Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you." 2. Stay connected to God. Like a branch connected to the vine, our strength comes from remaining in Him. John 15 verse 5. 3. Walk in faith. Trusting God doesn't mean life gets easier, but it does mean we face challenges with the assurance that He is with us. 4. Find strength in community. God often works through others to encourage and uplift us. Surround yourself with people who point you to Him. Conclusion. Life can be draining. We all experience seasons of weariness that make us feel like we can't take another step. But the truth is, we don't have to walk this journey alone. God is with us, offering strength, renewal, and hope. Isaiah 40 verse 31 reminds us, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength." Whether you're soaring like an eagle, running through challenges, or simply walking step by step, God's strength will sustain you. Life is short, but God's strength is unending. Lean on Him today and experience the peace and power that only He can provide. You don't have to do it all. Just trust Him to carry you through